And we are live. Hell yeah, hell yeah. To all the lovely people probably sitting on their couch and eating their Halloween candy, welcome to Comedy Museum. Hell yeah, and all of you too, welcome to Comedy Museum. I'm Vineet Loya, and tonight we have an amazing lineup of comics. Yeah, and before that, I have a special treat for all of you. Yeah, we have a special guest host for tonight. Yeah, hell yeah. She recently started her new show called Tag Team, which you all should tag your team and check it out. I mean, it's amazing. I was there last night. It was great. And you can see her perform all around Atlanta. So, and on top of that, today is her birthday. Hell yeah. So I want each and every one of you to be extra nice to her. And start doing that by clapping right now for Julia Milton.
Thank you all so much for that warm welcome. As you can see, my costume is Sabrina the Teenage Bitch. I can't say that anymore because I'm not a teenager. I beat teen pregnancy, y'all. It was really fucking hard. No, I beat teen pregnancy's ass. This is a really nice birthday gift. Vineet, by far, has given me the best gift, I think, of the year, which isn't really so much a nice thing to say as it is to just tell you how sad my birthdays used to be. Ooh. But yeah, I'm getting older, and I'm realizing that as I'm getting older, the things that I used to do to my parents, they're now doing to me. Like, I used to call my mom for every random stupid question I had, and now my mom calls me for every random stupid question she has. Case in point, I'm in the middle of a shift at work, and I get 5 missed calls from my mother, and I'm like, oh shit, somebody has died. So I go into the back and I'm like, Mom, are you okay? Is Dad okay? Is Jack okay? Like, what's going on? And she goes, do you know if Victoria's Secret is selling anything new this week? And I was like, and I realized this was karma for every time I've called her while she's been at work to ask her something stupid. So that's on me, ladies and gentlemen. That's on me. I want to try something a little different because, I don't want to get up here and be like, oh, another white 20-something-year-old girl who hates kids. So I'm going to say babies can go fuck themselves. Who's with me? Babies can go fuck themselves. Case in point, a baby got me sick for a whole week. I was incapacitated because a 1-year-old stuck their little ravioli-sized fist in my mouth and gave me some unknown disease. And it really was unknown. I went to the doctor, and they told me it wasn't strep, wasn't the flu, wasn't COVID. I mean, have you ever just had a doctor give you legalese for your shit out of luck, pal? It was an ordeal. So yeah, if you ever see a snotty baby on the street, do yourself a favor. Punt that motherfucker. Punt it. Do the world a favor. There's too many of us anyway. Yeah, so if you can't tell, I'm on birth control. Any of my other ladies in the room on birth control? Anybody else a fan in here? Hey, it's not for everybody. No. I'm on birth control. I take the pill, and I also have an IUD. And ladies, when you tell a man you're on birth control, you know what the first thing he says is? He says, can I come inside? Like a fucking vampire, first of all. He wants to come inside. And he's got to be like, baby, we're playing a game of chance here, okay? Not Russian roulette. Because the thing about playing Russian roulette when you're not sure you're shooting blanks is that somebody's going to die. Just unfortunately not in the state of Georgia anymore. I have to have one abortion joke in there. I'm in my 20s white woman. It's got to be a part of the set. Yeah, no, guys want to come inside and you can't. This is a no residency zone. This is a foreclosed pussy, okay? My IUD is the eviction notice. Nothing can live here. Ever. I don't like kids for 2 reasons. Reason number 1, I don't like Facebook mom groups. Have you ever been in a Facebook mom group? It is like its own version of the Twilight Zone. Sometimes I like to catfish as a 40-year-old mother of 3 just to get into these Facebook groups and read nonsense bullshit. And one of the things that I'm seeing a common theme of is that moms are treating their children's autism with enemas. Yeah, and if you don't know what an enema is, bend over and let me show you. Moms are treating autism with enemas. Because I guess autism is stored in the ass now, ladies and gentlemen. Autism is stored in the ass. Why? God only knows. But I think if we're going to assign disorders to body parts, I'm going to say that ADHD is stored in the balls. Because every man with ADHD that I've ever fucked was trying to get in there and get out quick before he forgot what he was doing. If you're like, Julia, why have you fucked so many guys with ADHD? I'm a woman. I love things that can't pay attention to me. The second reason I don't like kids is because kids are too fucking honest. Kids will say whatever comes to mind, and it's funny until it happens to you. I was at work, and I'm going to the bathroom on my break, and a lady and her baby are in front of me. This baby's like 3 years old. I mean, it's got a consciousness. And it's over her shoulder, and she's walking into the women's room, and this baby looks over his mom's shoulder at me and goes, Mommy, that's not a girl. As I'm following a woman and her child into the women's restroom, suddenly I've become Alex Jones's wet dream. So now I only have two options here. I can either follow through, or I can take the easy way out. I went into the men's room, and I have been using the men's room ever since. And you know what I have to say about that? I probably have better aim than half the men in this room right now. All right, well, since we're loving the comedy styles of Julia Milton, why don't we go ahead and bring up our first open mic comic. For your viewing pleasure, please put your hands together for Austin.
Hi, guys. Other people outside, white people sparsely through the room. This is my first time here. It's beautiful. I just got off work. Let's talk about work. What's the point of working? Like, what's the real point of it? You go to work, you work hard, and then you go home and you see a nigga that's never worked a day in his life driving a new Scat Pack, right? The worst part about that shit is the scammers, right? Like, I was at work this week. I get a call from the bank, and they say somebody tried to take $1,600 out of my bank account. I've never had $600 in my bank account. But, like, the fact that they would do that to me is what really fuck with me. And they called me, and when the bank calls you and they're laughing when they first pick up the phone, it's not really a day. Speaking of scammers, let's talk about Magic Johnson, the greatest scammer of all times. Let me tell you a little story about Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson got drafted to the Lakers in 1979 and 1980. They won a championship his first year. Now, Magic Johnson around 19 years old his first year in the NBA. Two shoe companies run the NBA, Converse and Adidas, right? Converse and Adidas walk up to Magic Johnson, 19 years old, and say, hey, we'll give you $100,000. $100,000 to put your name right here, nigga. He says, okay. He walks down the hall. Phil Knight, this random small white guy walks up, right? Phil Knight says, hey, Magic, we don't got that kind of fucking money. I can give you $10K and some stocks. Now, Magic did what everybody would do. He told that man to suck his dick. He went down the hall and signed his name on the Converse contract. Now, that Nike stock, that was Nike, by the way. I don't know if I said that. That was Nike, Phil Knight. Now, that Nike stock today is worth $4.3 billion. Magic Johnson missed out on $4.3 billion, and it's his second greatest mistake. And his wife still didn't leave him. That's not the greatest scam you ever heard? I missed $4.3 billion, got AIDS, and you didn't leave. That's my kind of bitch. I mean, unless I'm going to tell y'all what being fat's like, that was the joke I wanted to practice. I think you guys know what being fat's like. Clothes is our hassle. Sex is sweaty. Stairs are sweaty. Food is sweaty. It's a life. But thanks, guys.
Give it up for that. You want to know the real reason why Magic Johnson's wife didn't leave him? It's the same reason marriages last through the test of time. It's because Magic Johnson probably gives fire head. When you've got AIDS and you fumble the bag that hard, you've got to have some redeeming quality, and it's got to be that head game. So, without further ado, let's bring up your next comic. Please put your hands together for Arma Benoit.
right, thanks. And happy birthday, Julia. All right, Austin. Anyway, we're getting a little high. Me personally, I've decided I'm only going to smoke reefer if I'm actually sitting on the toilet. That way, when I cough, at least I know the pee is going to end up where it's supposed to go. I apologize. Lead with that one, they said. Then everybody will get to know you really well in a short amount of time. Let's start over. Hi, I'm Arma Benoit, middle-aged incontinent stoner. Charmed. No, I don't know. Stoner, drunk, alcoholic. I don't really get the whole alcoholic. There seems to be kind of an inconsistency with what is and what isn't. One might say it's fluid. No, but I mean, let me get this straight. So it's perfectly fine if I am wasted drunk at 11:30 on a Sunday morning, as long as I'm seated at a table and there's eggs, then it's fine, then it's cute. But if I'm wasted drunk at 11:30 on a Sunday morning in my closet, well, then everybody's crying and I'm an alcoholic. I mean, if I bring an omelet in there, will y'all chill out? I don't know. Maybe I'm just hiding. Like, maybe I'm an alcoholic. Maybe you just haven't met my family. It's all subjective. No. I mean, did y'all know that some people have fathers that are actually supportive? No, for real. Like, seriously. I was pissed when I heard about that. Anyway, I guess this would be the part where people would say, how are y'all doing tonight? But I don't do that. And it's not that I don't care. I do. I find it insincere, honestly, because they come out and say, how you doing tonight? And they're not really asking you, hey, how are you doing? No, they just want you to woo, right? And if you don't woo, you got that one aggressive one that gives you a hard time about it. Like, come on, that's all you got. And I'm thinking, man, you just ask them how they're doing. Clearly, they're just kind of okay. Now you're giving them a hard time like you're disappointed in them. You're not disappointed in them, man. You're disappointed in your dad. It's okay. We get it. I understand. No, I mean, the truth is I'm not really emotionally strong enough right now to receive how you're all doing tonight. I'm kind of hanging on by a thread as it is. Not to mention I've already got to navigate the delicate and sad personalities of all these other comedians. Because, take it from me, there is nothing more depressing and miserable than a comedian who is not on a stage. Or in my case, who is on a stage. Anyway, but what makes no sense is, like most people, you get depressed, what do? Like, you get in the bed, you watch sad movies, I don't know, eat ice cream, listen to sad songs, right? Maybe get drunk. But no, comedians are like, oh, I want to kill myself, so let me go get on a stage and hope that these strangers have a good sense of humor. Because you know who does not have a good sense of humor? Is the people that answer the suicide hotline. Do not lead with a joke. They don't appreciate that. Nobody likes a comedian. Okay, well, lady, I know. And I'm not sure how this hotline works, but I don't like it. Yeah, and listen, I feel like it's irresponsible to bring up that subject without saying that is a permanent solution to temporary problems, and they are temporary. And the suicide hotline is 988. It's easy for me to remember because I graduated high school in 1988, so I already associate those numbers with suicidal ideation. Anyway, all that to say, the next time someone comes out and says, how are you doing tonight? I would like you to stand up and very clearly yell, my father was not supportive. No, what are you going to do? You can't pick who your family is, right? That's why I was determined to be very selective when it came to my husband. I said, I'm going to be very deliberate and careful with this decision. In fact, I just got drunk. I mean, it's a theme. I think the closest I got to interview questions was like, what did you say your name was again? And did you see where I put my bra last night? Because I have to go. The good news is our instincts were good, and we're celebrating our 14th wedding anniversary this year. So that's, yeah, right. Thank you. I don't know why we get and clap and say woo for that, though, right? Like, what are we clapping exactly? You know, like at the end of church every week when they get to the part where who's got a birthday, who's got a church is like this cult I'm in. Don't worry about it. It's not really relevant to the story. But Anyway, inevitably they get to the, anniversary, and they've got some elderly couple. We've got, Philip and Linda celebrating 62 years of wedded bliss. 62 years, like, and they're, praise the Lord, right? And you're just thinking, the Lord is like the head of the cult. It's not, again, relevant to the story. Anyway, so I guess that's what we're clapping for, right? It's like they stuck it out. They didn't quit, because the truth is that every kind of long-term relationship is really just that same cycle over and over again, right? You're all in love, and then, life sets in, and then things take a turn for the worse, and next thing you know, you're just kind of sick of each other, and you can't even stand each other, and you're thinking, I'm done. I'm finished. I've had it. I can't stand you. But if you're married, you just don't leave when that happens. You stay. But then the crazy thing is you fall in love all over again. And that same damn cycle happens. You're in love, life sets in, things go south. Next thing you know, you are, listen with that. Next thing you know, you're standing up at the end of the cult service. Everybody's clapping. You're staring at each other in some kind of weird death waiting game. Poor Linda, she thought by now she'd be neck deep in life insurance and pool boys. Meanwhile, this jackass has made a miraculous recovery from every health scare he's ever had. She's over here like, when will you die? He's like, oh, I'm feeling great, baby. I'm feeling great. We're all just clapping. They're looking at me and my husband like, oh, that'll be y'all one day. We're thinking, yeah, probably. All right, thank you so much. This was fun. Okay, thank you. All right, bye. And happy birthday, girl.
Give it up for her one more time, ladies and gents. That was pretty good. Comics, I was told to inform you, there is a timer in front of you, so do keep an eye on that. Vineet is too good for all of you to give you the light, so he put up a timer instead. Speaking of disappointing fathers, my dad really takes the cake. And I feel like it's so common in this day and age for every white female comedian to get up here and be like, my dad didn't love me enough. And I feel like there's two ways you can cope with that. You can either dye your hair or you can get really into anal. And I will say, you'll never catch me sitting down during a set. Let me bring up your next comic. He's not a disappointing dad, but he is a creepy uncle. Please put your hands together for Murray Saidi.
What's going on, everybody? Yeah, all right. Happy birthday, Julia. Yeah, you look like a Lord of the Rings character with the cape on. You're never going to get a ring. I just thought I'd let you know right now. Let's see. Zan Zendegi Azadi. And I know you guys are all thinking, like, great, Murray's drunk again. We don't understand anything coming out of his mouth. But that's not the case. Zan Zendegi Azadi is the slogan that they're using in Iran. That means women, life, freedom. Because in the middle of September, a young lady was taken in by the morality police because of her wardrobe, and she was taken in for re-education. And she was never seen again. And there's people protesting in the streets right now, and it's gotten so violent that a 17-year-old was shot point blank with birdshot and killed. Yeah. That shit will not fly here in the United States, right? Hell no, right? Hell no. Yeah. Because in America, when we hold demonstrations, our 17-year-olds do the shooting. That's right. USA. And in other Iranian news, the world's dirtiest man just recently passed away after taking his first bath. He had not taken a bath in 50 years. You know what that means? This motherfucker had not gotten laid in 50 years. Could you imagine the smell coming off of him? Where the fuck was the morality police not hosing this son of a bitch down, right? But they're like, hey, you're showing a little too much hair, baby. What the fuck? Hey, what the fuck? I'm a big stoner too, just to change away real quick. Thank you for the transition. But I am a big stoner, you know, and I've been smoking this strain of weed recently, and it's called washing machine. And I don't know why they'd call it washing machine, you know, but I smoked it. And I woke up in the middle of the night with one sock on. And I was like, no shit. I get it. Washing machine. That's cool. Yeah, it wasn't bad, you know, but I also have trouble dating, you know, and it's not meeting people, you know. I met someone recently. She was really nice, really cool bitch. You know, and like she talked with her hands. She had an accent. Like, you know, I was like, oh my God, I wonder what she is. She was deaf. Go ahead, chuckle it up, man. She ain't gonna hear you. Go for it. It's all right, you know. You laugh at her. It's not too bad. You know, and I, you know, she was sexy too, you know, and she had tattoos, and I love me some tattooed women, right? But she had teardrop tattoos. Very intimidating stuff, right? But they weren't on her face, what everybody's thinking. They were on her inner thigh. Yeah, she was pro-choice. Yeah. Yeah, she... On a side note, you know, I always, you know, somebody told me, like, that just goes to prove that you know, abortion is more murder. That's what you're saying if you're saying there's teardrops. I'm like, man, I've never been going down on a bitch, and I'd be like, man, there's ghosts down there. I've never seen that happen. I'm just throwing that out there, you know, just throwing it out there. I recently took a road trip with this girl I'm dating to Virginia. And I tried to do it the old-fashioned way, you know? I was thinking to myself, I'm not going to use Google Maps. I'm not going to do any of that stuff. You know, I'm just going to just drive and count all the Cracker Barrels. First time I started getting on the highway, I was like, next Cracker Barrel, 105 miles. I was like, I'm not close to Virginia. The next one says 74 miles, then 54. I'm still far. Then I saw 2 Cracker Barrels side to side, and I was like, hi, Virginia. It was beautiful, you know. I got there safe. And it was a weird ride, you know, because like I said, I'm a stoner. So, you know, I'm smoking on my ride up there, right? And halfway up the ride, I thought, I'm going to share how I feel with her. You know, I'm going to tell her how I feel. And have you ever told someone how you feel and then they don't respond and they don't say anything? Holy shit. You know? Sorry, the camera's over here. I was looking at myself. But, you know, like, you don't know what to do. You're just like, should I repeat myself? What should I do? Should I say it again? You know? Well, I don't know, you know? And you get all in your head. And I didn't know what to do when I told her how I felt. So I said it again, and I was like, I am so stoned. Finally, she said it, too. She's like, I'm stoned, too. I was like, oh, baby, I'm so happy you said something. Good God, thank you very much. Oh, let's see here if I got anything else for you. Oh, yeah. I got something great for you guys. Fuck Tom Brady. He got divorced today. Yeah, and Giselle said, you know, now you know it's my time. She is going to be everywhere. Tommy boy, you are not going to be one happy son of a bitch. She's going to be everywhere. You know, Dancing with the Stars, The Masked Singer, you know, Celebrity Bachelorette. And he's going to be thinking he's cool. Like, who's going to top me, right? Fucking Ronaldo, Messi, you know, maybe, I don't know, Antonio Brown. He seems to be pretty interested. Well, anyway. Oh, time's up. I exploded. Thank you very much, guys. You guys have been great. Hey, give yourselves a big round of applause because this has been a lot of fun for you. All right, I got to go again. She's not coming for the microphone. How's everybody doing? All right.
You're supposed to move away from the mic, Murray. Move away. You're not allowed to be within 30 feet. Yeah, Murray mentioned abortion. And, you know, I gotta say, fucking a woman that's had an abortion really adds a whole new meaning to death grip pussy. That was a terrible one-liner. So let me bring up your next comedian. Please put your hands together for Lan Layson.
What's up? Hey, y'all. I'm from out of town. I'm from Denver. Yeah. She said that's a joke. She said, "Are you from out of town?" Yes, Denver's a joke. Okay, but no, I'm moving out here to Georgia. I'm like getting readjusted to having a weed man. I ain't had one in so long. I've been going to the dispensary. I've been getting privileges. I'm like I'm at Walgreens for Kush. You got indicas, sativas, hybrids everywhere. But now I got a weed man. I've never seen his face. Every time I reach out to him, he says the shoe. I'm buying weed out of a shoe. Been like that for 6 months. I don't even sweat it. I just fuck it. The shoe. Black one or white one, indica sativa. And that's just how it goes. And man, I hate smart cars. Like I need my car to be a little dumb. Picture you on a high-speed chase, and in the middle of the chase, the car go, "This feel illegal." I'm trying to figure out like why it matter to you. Like what it matter to you? Drive you straight to the police station. You in the parking lot like this motherfucker got a conscience. See, man, that's why I need a dumb car. These cars too intelligent. And I got a friend, he overused slang words. Some things sound a little weird. Like whenever he see a police officer, he said they dicks. So the other day, I seen a couple police cars. He just riding by, and out of nowhere, I know he see what I see, and he go, "The dicks is out today." I'm like, what? He said the dicks is out today. Don't you see him over there? They trying to hide. The dick's hiding over there. I'm like, I'm not looking for no dicks. What is you, a dick detective? Or some other type of shit. Like, I'm like, man, overusing slang words. It's out of pocket. One slang term, like a slang phrase that I really dislike is, I'll have to say, wipe your nose. A couple people say that weird shit. It's like, that's not gangsta at all. Picture somebody say another word, I'll wipe your nose. You say, what is it running? Like, damn, you get technical on them. Man, I like going to casinos on my off time, but when I look around, everybody's elderly in there. I'm like the youngest person. I'm like, this is an advanced nursing home. I'm like, damn, liven up in here. I seen one lady just getting pushed around. She ain't even saying a word. She just shaking. I'm like, what's she about to play? What is she about to play? Follow them straight to the roulette table. Her caretaker put down the chips. I'm like, don't you hand her a damn thing. The casino people don't care. They just taking it. Man. Whew. How everybody doing, man? Y'all feeling good? Clap it up. Okay. Yeah. I had to fire my booster. I hate the way they steal. All my shirts got like a little baby hole on them. I'm like, God damn, if you're going to do it right. That's like a pickpocket, like just dropping everything after they take it from you. I'm like, come on, man. Y'all see, and the other day in Atlanta, I seen some shit I never seen before. It was like a group of chicks. It was like 16 of them. They're all running in the park. But the thing that just shocked me is that they all had bonnets on. I'm like, what the fuck? Who texts each other and say, okay, everybody meet up in the park, wear your bonnet? Yeah, they just running last bonnets on. And one girl just going slow as hell. She don't even know why she going slow. I'm like, you got to take your parachute off. Yeah, she descending. Come on, man. Pedal to the metal. God damn. But yeah, man, it's different out here. It's different. I'm getting used to it. Like the loitering out here, I see the same people every day. Like they like, you don't got $1 today. They get angry and angrier. I go from big brother, nigga, come on. Like, God damn. I'm like, bro, you get over here and touch me, watch what happens. Shake the shit out you. Yeah, man, I just be running around these streets just trying to figure out what to do. Atlanta's, I like going to the wild neighborhoods just to get some action, man. It's always something going on. I'm in the middle of some exchanges. But yeah, no, everything's cool. It's my first time at this comedy museum. It's like a little old school little theme. I like it, man. Little guitars and shit. Make me want to get instrumental. But yeah, no, what's up with all these like young 30-year-olds wanting to wear veneers and shit now? So then when you get 40, how you gonna do it? Like you want to be in your 30s with some veneers on, big ass teeth, looking like you about to chop wood. Like, goddamn. And I'm a big smoker, but I don't smoke blunts. And I still haven't seen Black Panther. Yeah, he said, you got to, yeah, he need to get traded for Eminem right now. Black delegation spoken. My bad, y'all, my bad. When I say, I bet he's seen Spider-Man, though. Who ain't seen Spider-Man? Well, he raised his hand. Stop lying. But yeah, no, my birthday at midnight, I'll be 30. Yeah. So yeah, my biggest fear right now is having to go balding before I want to go bald. I'm like, damn, I can't picture myself walking in the barber shop and be like, give me a 000 no line. Yeah, no line, right? I'll just cut it all off. Man, I can't see that. But yeah, no, I enjoy it. That's my set. It's Land Lacing. Okay.
Not bad for an out-of-towner. Not bad at all. You're not missing much in Atlanta, I can tell you that. It's just a bunch of dudes riding around the city with their windows rolled down listening to Drake. It's not the end-all, be-all. Speaking of comics that are the end-all, be-all, please put your hands together for your next comedian, Yugansh Malik.
Hey, Drake has great songs, all right? And I'm sorry if you ever caught me listening to Drake, windows down. It's probably because he's the greatest artist alive. It's great to be here. I'm from Leesburg, Georgia. Anybody know where Leesburg is? Okay, good. It doesn't exist. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I grew up in Leesburg, and people always ask me was it named after Confederate General Robert E. Lee? And I always reassure them it wasn't. It definitely wasn't. It was actually named after his father. Much better, right? Yeah, and they always ask me was his father racist? And I always tell them the man nutted out the Confederate general. He definitely had a few biases. He must have, But yeah, pretty conservative town. I feel like if I ever got famous, the town would be like, I don't know what you're talking about. He was born in India, right? We've never heard of him. Yep, that's a tag that I just thought of because I'm sad. All right, no, I'm not. I like smoking marijuana. I like smoking weed. But I feel like I love it so much that it'll kill me one day. And because I love it so much, it means so much to me. If I die from it, it would feel like a Shakespearean betrayal, Like one day I get a stomach ache, a 2 edible brownie, Who's read Shakespeare? Not many people. Me neither. I just know those terms. That's the only term I know. I don't know if you guys recently saw, but Walmart has a new service now where if you want to buy new groceries, they'll come in your house and they'll replace the groceries for you. It's terrible. It's disgusting. Yeah. And it's just gonna lead to weird moments and probably harassment, Someone's gonna be like, "Excuse me, ma'am, the cucumbers actually go in my ass." Right? Gotta watch out for those. What else? I got some bad ones now. I don't know if you guys my friend was telling me that there are college athletes around the country who have the nickname AR-15, and I searched it up, and I was surprised that that's true, and I read that they hate the nickname, because of all the recent shit that's been going on, and they don't want to go by that nickname, which is just funny, people are like, hey, if you want less gun violence, just turn in your weapons, and Americans are like, the best I can do is I can turn in my nickname. You can have my nickname. I don't want AR-15. I don't know. Man. Let's do some crowd work. Nah. It's I know everybody here. I don't like the "Don't turn on red" sign. You guys ever seen those? Don't turn on red. You know, I hate those signs. Just 'cause like sometimes you can turn on red. You guys ever been in a situation where you can turn on red, like, 'cause there's nobody there? I think it should say "Don't turn on red" unless you've been waiting long enough. Now you're beginning to feel stupid. Like, that's when you can turn on red. When you feel like the system is making you feel like a child, you can turn on red. I have not. I've got 48 seconds to do crowd work. I'm just kidding. Man, I've done that one. Okay, so like recently I went back home and I saw that my mom is using the high school iPad that I was using, and which is just honestly like insane because my password is 6969. So for years, just unemotionally, she's been opening that, not once, just thinking about the humorous action that she takes every day. And then like I saw like her friend came over and they were like trying to watch YouTube videos and she like pressed 6969 and her friend was like she was like shocked. She was like, why do you have that? I don't know, it's just funny. All right, see ya.
You guys reminds me of being in high school again. And when I think about high school, I remember the time that I got my period in front of my entire class, and they made fun of me, and they gave me a horrible nickname. They called me the fish, which really speaks to the American education system, because those dumb motherfuckers didn't realize that Penny would have been a much more clever nickname. So yeah, Georgian high schoolers be dumb. Let me bring up your next comedian. Please put your hands together for Nate Zig.
How we doing? How we doing? Okay, okay. All right, guys. I got a bunch of new material, so I want to try out some things with you. I got a little comedy competition coming up, so I had to write some dad jokes. You like dad jokes? Well, I'm not a dad, so these are stepdad jokes. I hope y'all enjoy them. What kind of deer can you see through? A window. A doe. A female deer is a doe. You're not supposed. You're black. We don't know that shit anyway. I had to look that up. All right. There's another one. What do doctors use to operate on prostitutes? A horoscope. All right, my last little dad joke for my competition. All right. Shit, I wrote this motherfucker down. Hold on, I'm sorry. Give me a second. I just wrote this shit down while I was sitting here. My bad. Nope, that's a booty call. No. All right, there it is. What do you call someone who doesn't have sex on the first date? An Uber. All right, enough of the corny shit. Hey, y'all, everybody good? We still alive? We still awake? Yes? Yes? Crowd work host? Everybody awake? You said you're not from here, right? You're from Denver and shit. I was surprised by that when you called me the fuck off guard. I was like, you out there, but I would have said you from Atlanta. You got the tax and shit. You, not them. I would have asked them for some perks, some shit. But you, I was coming for weed off bat without telling me nothing. I was coming straight to you. You can't laugh that hard at that. He can laugh hard. Just playing. That's all. We all good. We all good. For those who don't know, my name is Nate Zig. I am from Atlanta. So I was a little surprised, and I didn't know where to park because there was no homeless people in the parking lot. And that's how you know you in a good parking spot in Atlanta. You got homeless folks out there. And the original homeless folks, they had the original backup camera. Before they had backup cameras, it was the homeless people. Not these new people that smell all clean and don't smell of piss. Those are the out-of-town homeless. You need the original homeless, the ones that be out there and be dancing. When you pulling over with your car, they be like, back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up. Now turn. Turn the other way, too far. Turn. All right, hold on. Back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up. All right, you on top of me. You got to get out your car and shit, be like, appreciate you. Damn, and just keep on moving. That's the original homeless, man. You got to love them. Actually, I was on the way here, and the homeless man tried to sell me some water. And he was standing on the curb and shit, and he was like, hey, man, you want to buy some water? I was like, is it cold? He said, oh. Yeah, it's good. I said, nigga, you don't turn my bottled water into Flint, Michigan. I don't want none of that shit. You can keep that one. No. You can't just be doing anything. You got to have a homeowner or renter's insurance to do some occupations. You can't just, I don't want to take financial advice or have a life coach and you know what I'm saying, you smoking in your living room. No, I don't really want to be with that type of situation. I'd rather have somebody that's a little more grounded and real-rounded. Y'all like music? Yeah, have y'all heard that new Beyonce song? No? No one's heard the new Beezus? That song, Cuff It? You have heard it, yeah? Wait, was that a fake? Yes. She fucking got me. She's like, oh! Nah, I don't know that shit. Fuck me off. Fucked up. But no, it's a good song. It's nice. Like, she's like, how Beyonce that shit? Anywhere, you know how loud ass always be yelling and shit. Anywhere, anytime, I don't mind for you. A bitch will get drunk. I was like, oh, I like this shit. I said, for you. Fucking a truck. I was like, oh, we fucking in trucks. That's what I need, some old gas station pussy. That's what I want. Hook me up with some of that gas station. Give me 10 on 3 and coochie on me, nigga. Yes, I want some of that gas station pussy. Well, but look, I'm gonna take like an Asian dick. I ain't gonna be too much longer. I'm gonna slide out of here and let y'all do y'all thing. I appreciate y'all time. I am Nate Zig.
Hey, listen, there's nothing wrong with dad jokes, okay? I love a good dad joke every now and again, because you know what a dad joke can't do? Leave to go get milk. Okay. For your next comic, I gotta say, he's one of my very good friends, and he, like me, isn't afraid to wear whatever he wants. Please put your hands together for J.C. Smith.
I love that energy, baby. Yeah. Remember like 5 years ago when sex was still nice? Like, it didn't feel like a gladiator match, you know? Like, back in the day, to get girls off, you just had to say something nice and maybe choke them. Now you ask them what they like, and they'll say shit like, can you stab me? And then spit in the wound. And then shout something ridiculous like Wakanda forever, you know? Because that would really get me pumping. Thanks for joining the show. I just started. It's going good. Hi. That's just my little rant. See, the reason I have a problem with this is I have terrible cardio. You know? Like, it's hard to have sex when you breathe in heavy. I don't moan, I just go. Man, it was tough. That's why I only hit it from the back now, because they don't notice. They don't notice I'm out of shape. You know, I don't like being on the screen because I thought I had a better body than I did. Yeah, I look bad. I don't look great. I also spilled beer on myself because I'm a child before I got up here, but we're still rocking and rolling. Life's great, ain't it? Ain't it? Yeah. That's the energy we like, you know. So I am not from the city. I don't know if you could tell. From Tallapoosa. Don't matter. But I'm so far out in the country. When I moved to Atlanta, I called my mom and I said, "Hey mom, did you know Chinese people are real?" And she said, "You bullshitting. Take a photo with them." So I did. I walked up. I was like, "Where you from, brother?" And he said, "I'm from Korea." And I was like, "Ain't that near Beijing?" As you can see, I'm not the smartest dude in the shed, you know. I thought that was the phrase. I'm not good with words. This is just speech therapy, really. I'm working on it. Oh, what's up, brother? Ain't seen you in a second. Thanks for stealing my style. I appreciate that. I thought I was going to be cool beanie dude, but then you showed up. Lord knows there can't be two of us. you ever like buy a shirt and you're really excited to like wear the shirt, but then like the day before you wear it, you see an absolute goon wearing it in public? Good, because that shit happens to me all the time. I'll buy like a Hawaiian shirt and I'll be like, oh, I'm going to rock the club with this on Saturday. Because we know the ladies love the Hawaiian gear these days. I'm going to rock it. And then I'll see a dork wearing it in some brewery and I'm just like, I can't pull this off no more. It's tough. I've had a pretty good week. I got a girl's phone number. Cool. I mean, it might be easy for y'all good-looking people, but for some of us, we got to struggle at it. Some of us got to work. What I learned is I didn't know her last name was Domino's. Nice. Domino's. You know, I used to be a pizza delivery driver, and I'm going to tell you, the movies lie to you, because never once did I deliver an extra large sausage pizza to a beautiful woman in a dress. That never happened. I delivered a lot of meatball subs to a sweaty man named Terry. And Terry liked two things. He liked to not wear shirts, and he liked to have his balls poking out of his boxers. Called him Meatball Special. I haven't gotten the light yet, have I? Have I? Oh, whoa! Y'all can't see it, but there's a countdown right here, and that's pretty dang cool for somebody who's as slow as me, because, like, I don't know what time is. Is time real? Am I real? I'll take your word on it. See, I got 10 seconds. Oh, well, it's somebody's special day, and I think it would be so nice if we brought her up here and we all sang happy birthday to her. So put your hands together for the great Julia. We're going to sing it if you don't get up here regardless. All right. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Julia. Happy birthday to you. Woo! Good job, everybody.
I'm going to remember this when you're on my show next month, JC. I just want to make that abundantly clear. Oh, my Lord. I had a joke, and I don't even remember what joke I was going to tell now. And it was going to roast your ass so bad, and now I forgot, and I feel like that was on purpose. I feel like preventative measures were taken, and that was a ploy. So since I can't remember what joke I was going to absolutely flame JC with, let's bring up your next comedian. Give it up for Rigi Alza.
What's up? How you guys doing? Good? That's good. Hello. Are you Brazilian? You give me Brazilian vibes, you know? Not even close? Where are you from? Uzbekistan. I think Brady would date you. I think Brady's looking for a new Uzbekistani, you know? I thought you were Brazilian. That's what I was going to suggest. Tom Brady broke up with Giselle. That's right. Enough with the topical stuff. What a privilege for you guys. 3 Indians in a row. Yeah? When have you seen that outside of your local liquor store? Yeah? You got the morning, afternoon, and night shift here. My dad owns a liquor store, so I can make that joke, you know? My dad owns a liquor store. I worked at that liquor store for a long time, you know? Summers, you know, all day. And something occurred to me, you know, while I was at the liquor store, because I don't drink. My dad doesn't drink. Yet we sell you booze, you know? And that's kind of our thing. Like, that's an Indian thing to do, you know? Because we also own convenience stores, right? Like, we don't drink, we'll sell you Budweiser. We don't smoke, we sell you Newports. We don't play the lotto, we sell you, Mega Millions, right? That's our thing. We sell you the shit that we don't do, right? And we've been doing that for thousands of years, okay? It started with this thing called the Kama Sutra. That's like every sexual position known to man. I've done none of them. In fact, the only one I've done is missionary, and that's your shit. I've never done the reverse cobra upside down backwards. It's not my thing. I think I would break something if I tried it. That's what we do, though. I like religion. I think Kama Sutra is part of it. I like my religion. I'm a little iffy on religion. Sometimes I'm in it, sometimes I'm not. But recently I got in religion fast because I was on a wobbly airplane. And oh my God, I believed in God really fast that moment. As soon as like Delta started to lean a little bit and they were like, oh yeah, prepare your seatbelts, I believed in God instantly, And I was wondering, because it was like on an airplane you have like a bunch of different type of people, right? Because you have like Muslims and Christians and Hindus like myself. It's like God is getting like a busy hotline, at that moment. Like everybody's reaching out all at once, Like that must be insane for the, like the heaven hotline. They're like, yo, chill, it's gonna be fine, Oh man, that's how it is. You think the gods of heaven? Do you think there's jealousy in heaven? If like one God is getting more love, they're like some, like like your standard God walks up to another one. It's like, yo, what's all that ruckus over there? And it's like, it's fucking Christmas, It's like Jesus, he's feeling it now. It's like, I don't know, but it's like chill. It's every year, And it's like, what's the ruckus over there, And it's like, oh, those are the Hindu gods. There's like 72,000 of them, so there's like something every day, And it's like, what is that one guy over there he kind of looks like a regular dude, and it's like, oh, that's the Scientology guy. His name is Elron. People pray to him. He's just a guy. Oh, man. You guys excited for Netflix? They lowered the prices. You guys hear about this? Netflix? You know how it's like they kept raising them for a while, right? It's like $12.99, $13.99. Now they have a $7.99 version that's coming out. But like I don't know if I'll feel comfortable bringing home a girl to a $7.99 Netflix. I want to impress her. I don't want there to be like her to see the ads, during the Netflix. And it's like Netflix and chill turns into Netflix and maybe when you have your shit together, We'll think about it later, I feel like they should go all in though. Like if they're gonna do this broke flicks, vibe, they go all in, right? They send like with every subscription, they send an antenna that you have to adjust, Like just go all in, And in the beginning they have like the dun-dun sound, Replace that with a police siren in a rough neighborhood, Just all in, right? And then if Netflix does it, like every other service is gonna follow with their own like broke version of it. Like HBO is gonna be Hobo Max, right? They're gonna have their own shit, right? And it's like, you ever wanted to see The Sopranos like they did in the 2000s, with blurry quality? Well, you could do that for $5.99. And if you pay for shipping and handling, we'll send you a broken remote. That's how it is. All right, guys, I'm running out of time. That's been my time. I'm Rishi. Give it up for your host.
Rednecks have Karma Sutra too. It's just one thing. They call it the shocker. And the thing about the shocker is not only is it a shock for her, but it's also a shock for him when he gets a donkey kick to the face because he shoved a dry, unwarned pinky up the ass. Speaking of rednecks, your next comedian looks like a pack of Marlboros grew arms and legs. Please put your hands together for Paul McKay.
It's the Hooters hat, isn't it? It's the Hooters hat? Is that what makes me look like a redneck? Y'all can say it if it's the Hooters hat. Or is it the Hooters sticker on the back of my truck? Is that what it is? Is it that? It says, I love Hooters. Redneck. All right. You know what? I have been thinking about like game shows, and I wanted to go on Family Feud. Everybody, y'all fuck with Family Feud at all? It's I wanted to go on it really bad, and then I had to think about how that would actually go with my family. My family's interesting. I have a very overzealous Trumper aunt. She has a Trump teddy bear in her living room. I'm not shitting you. And I touched it once, and she got upset. That's the kind of Trumper she is. It's really weird. It's awkward. And I mean, you get it. It happens. You can't pick your family. But I'm just scared that the question would be like, what name a vegetable that's green? And she'd be like, all lives matter. And you're like, no, that's not gonna work, aunt. That's not gonna work for this. And then my dad, he's interesting. He would just try and tell him about a tomatillo. I didn't work out this joke very well. Then they'd go to my mom and realize she was never in my life, and that's why I have issues with commitment. I would have said green beans. Green beans would have been a good answer. Vegetables that are green. It's not a very good joke. All right, that's fine, Oh, man. My dad's odd. He tried to have a talk with me about the birds and the bees, but I was already like 18, so I'd been in, a couple of sexual interactions. And not only that, I was like, Dad, birds and bees don't fuck. I don't get why birds and bees. Why is it the birds and the bees? Why is that? All right, I'm going to stop trying to be like, I'm talking to y'all, guys. Birds and the bees. What the fuck is that? Birds and bees don't fuck. They don't, multiply. Why does anyone why? Why did we go with that? All right. Thank you for that. I appreciate you. This is going very well. I'm shaking off the rust. I haven't gotten out in a while. I had to do an eviction in my house. And that, you know how hard it is to try and be funny while you're actively kicking someone out of your house? It is impossible. And you can hear them talking shit across the window. It's weird. But she's out. Anyway, stop. Man, I am fucking this up, guys. I didn't want to go back to old jokes. I didn't want to do it. But I guess I will, because I got to get something funny, right? All right, so this is awkward. I'm just going to sit in it for a moment there. Just enjoy this. This is an interesting place. There's a lot of shit in this garage. Have y'all noticed that? This looks like the place where hobbies go to die. I would say, this would be it. This is where you're like, I'm going to start up some Frisbee golf again, and then you just have that thing sitting there for ever since I've ever been here. There's a guy. Where's the guy that I'm always hitting on? Where's the guy who, is this not his house? I can never really figure it out. Gus? He's out of town? Why didn't he take me with him? It would have been more fun. No. I'm just fucking around. This is on me, dog. I'm just trying to shake the rust off, guys. I'm trying to get loosey-goosey with it, all right? I haven't got to be on a microphone in a while. And he's the comedian. Holy shit, I should give up. You are definitely funnier than me, dude. You're hilarious. I'm not. My bad. I'll try harder next time. I appreciate y'all's time. Y'all have a good night. Enjoy your Halloween weekend. Huh? It's all right.
Give it up for Paul. He's still shaking that rust off. Hey, you know what? It's okay to be rusty. We're not all perfect. But speaking of near perfection, let's bring up your next comedian. Please put your hands together for Ryan.
Thank you so much. I'm not funny at all. No one laugh at anything I say. I'm ultimately serious. I've been so serious since the day I was born. They looked at me and they were like, he's so serious. Why? And it's like, oh, it's life or death. It's birth or die. Oh. The need to be outside of oneself. What is that? But universal. It's not funny, I know that. But, yeah, it is kind of funny because if people laugh all together, you feel that way, right? Don't you feel that way? Feel like you're outside of yourself, almost like in a community. Almost like some simulated community. Community is what we need, right? It's actually what we all long for. from the bottoms of our hearts. Should I tell a joke as you look at me with your other camera? Hey, I play a lot of music here as well. I don't know if you guys know, but anyway, I'm a resident musician, and I started thinking about it, and music and comedy, they're like related. They're like cousins even. Maybe first cousins, so they can't fuck. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't like that observation, but the point of it is they don't have any hot first cousins. Anyway, there's a water bottle down here. Oh, it's yours? It all works out eventually. That's what I was told when I was young. I feel like I should break out into song right now. I wish I do. Monster Mash. It is what the I was working in the lab late one night when I came across the most frightful sight. I can't remember the words. The Monster Mash. The Monster Mash. It was a graveyard smash. Monster Mash. Isn't it funny though that it's like this is somehow working? I don't know how that works. How does it work? I think about it sometimes, but Gus Wild. That certainly wasn't funny.
It's not. Well, we'll sort this out. This is pretty interesting. I guess, Halloween came early. Well, you guys been fun. Thanks to Gus and everyone for, the space and whatnot. And yeah, we'll see you soon. Have a good night, guys.